Alright, this is the first page of the Algebra 2 CP review for Unit 10. Okay, so we're simplifying. Okay, so we've got like bases, so to do this we add the exponents. Alright, and that tells me I've got 4 raised to the 2 square root of 3. What I want to do is I want to deal with that. That right there becomes 16 raised to the square root of 3. And that is our answer. Power to a power here, power to a power. Okay, so what we do is we multiply like powers. Okay, well that's similar to the last one we did, right? I want to deal with 5, that stuff there. 5 squared is 25, so that's the square root of 2. Right, and that's our answer. Okay, now remember, a square root is the same thing as a 1/2 power. Okay, well now I've got a power to a power, and I multiply those things together. So to do that, I get 5 raised to the 2 pi, and again, I want to deal with that stuff. 5 squared is 25, so I'll get 25 raised to the pi. Okay, now we've got like bases, but with division, so that means we subtract the exponents. So I've got 7 square root of 5 minus 3 minus square root of 5 minus 5. Some things cancel, right? Square root of, well, let's just distribute that negative. We'll make our lives easier. 7 square root of 5 minus 3 minus square root of 5 plus 5. Things cancel. So I'll get 7 squared, which is 49. There's your answer for that. Okay, if the equation has no solutions, say so. We want to solve. And that is supposed to be x here. Okay, that's supposed to be an x. Alright, so 4 to the x and 1 over 16. Alright, so that makes it 4 to the x, 16, that's 1 over 4 squared, or 4 to the x is equal to, or 4 to the x is equal to 4 to the negative 2. So in this case, x equals negative 2. We've got 9 to the 1 plus x and 27, both of those bases of 3's. 9 is 3 squared raised to the 1 plus x, 27 is 3 cubed. So I've got power to a power here, so I'll multiply the powers. So I'll get 3 to the 2 plus 2x. Don't forget to distribute. And 3 cubed. So I take those powers and set them equal to each other. That and that. And now I end up with 2 plus 2x equals 3. Subtract the 2. 2x equals 1. Divide by 2. Get x equals 1/2. And again, there's your answer. Okay, so 27, 3 root 3. Okay, base of 3 will work. Okay, so I've got 3 cubed is 27. It's x minus 2. That's 3 to the first times 3 to the 1/2. Okay, so I'm going to deal with my power to power. So I'd multiply those powers. Remember, distribute it. Okay, and then I've got like bases. So I add the exponents. 1 plus 1/2 is 3, and that's 1.5. So again, I can take my exponents. So I get 3x minus 6 is equal to 1.5. Add the 1.5, I get 3x is equal to, sorry, add the 6 to the 1.5, and get 3x is equal to 7.5, or x is equal to 2.5 if I divide by 3. And then I've got 36 raised to the x plus 1 and 6 raised to the x minus 1, so it's 6 squared raised to the x plus 1 is equal to 6 raised to the x minus 1. Okay, again, we've got power to a power, so we want to distribute the powers. So I get 6 raised to the 2x plus 2. equals 6 raised to the x minus 1. I set the powers equal to each other using my 1-to-1 property, and I get x equals -3. And there's your answer for that. Okay, now it's giving me f and g and h. We want to figure out the real value or an expression in x for each of the following. If no real value can be found, say so. F of g of 4. So we want to start with g of 4. G of 4 is the square root of 4 minus 1, which is 2 minus 1, which is 1. And then I do f of 1. That's 2 times 1 plus 1, or 3. G of f of 4. Okay, we do the same thing. Find f of 4. F of 4, in this case, f of 4 is 2 times 4 plus 1. That's 8 plus 1, that's 9. Then I'll do g of 9. That's the square root of 9 minus 1. Square root of 9 is 3 minus 1, that's equal to 2. So I'm going to go ahead and do 11 and 12 because they're the same type problem. At 11, f of h of 5 is equal to 5 plus 1 over 2, or 3, and then f of 3 is equal to 2 times 3 plus 1. That's 7. Alright, and then next one I'll do h of g of x. Remember, g of x is equal to square root of x minus 1. Then h of square root of x minus 1 equals square root of x minus 1 is on top, plus 1 over 2, well, that's equal to the square root of x over 2. Okay, so that's 1 through 12 on the first set on the review for Unit 10.